In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use Monday.com for construction project management. We'll walk through setting up a board from scratch, customizing it for construction work, and organizing your tasks so your project stays on track. First, log into your Monday.com account. On the left side of your screen, you'll see your list of workspaces. Choose the workspace where you want to manage your construction project. On the right side of that workspace name, click the small plus icon. A menu will appear. Hover over Board, then click New Board. A pop-up will open asking how you want to create it. You'll see an option to create a board with AI or to create it manually. For this tutorial, choose the manual option so you fully understand the setup. In the pop-up, type a clear board name like Site A, Construction Management, or whatever fits your project. Then select what you're managing on the board, such as projects or tasks, and choose your privacy type based on who needs access, whether that's just your team or the wider organization. Once that's set, click Create Board. Now you're on a blank board. The next step is to add the columns you need for construction project management. To do this, go to the far right of your current columns and click the plus icon. This opens a list where you can search for and select different column types. For construction, there are a few column types that work especially well. Use an item column to represent each construction task or activity, like pour foundation or install electrical wiring. Add a status column to show where each task stands. You might use labels like not started, in progress, delayed, and completed. A people column lets you assign a contractor, subcontractor, or internal team member responsible for each task. Next, add a timeline column so you can track start and end dates for each task or phase. You can also include a date column for specific deadlines, inspections, or milestones. A numbers column is useful for budget or cost tracking, such as estimated versus actual costs. Use a files column to attach blueprints, permits, site photos, and any other documents. Finally, add a tags column to categorize tasks by trade, like electrical, plumbing, or structural, which makes filtering and reporting much easier. If you need to adjust your columns, it's simple. To delete a column, hover over its header and click the More Options icon, then choose Delete. To rename a column, click directly on the header text and start typing. To add or edit data in a column, just click the cell under that column for the relevant item and enter your value. If you want to rearrange columns for a better layout, hover over the column header until your cursor turns into a hand, then drag and drop the column left or right. To keep your project structured, use groups to represent your major construction phases. For example, you might have groups like pre-construction, foundation, framing, MEP installations, and finishing. Within each group, add your detailed tasks. This makes it easy to scan your board and see progress phase by phase, instead of looking at one long list. Remember, your Monday.com board is flexible. You can keep tweaking it based on what your construction project needs. Add or remove columns as your workflow evolves, refine your status labels, or reorganize your groups as the project moves forward. Over time, you'll shape a board that really matches how your team plans, tracks, and delivers construction work.